Good morning, everyone, and happy St. Patrick's Day to you. It's March the 17th, 2024, and we've got some newsletter updates for you today that covers the Crypto Team Build Network as a whole. And I wanted to start by showing you the new look and feel of CryptoTeamBuild.com, which is our flagship platform that it all started with. And we tried to change the appearance and look and feel to make it a little bit more modern. We haven't given it a facelift in quite some time. We're still working on it and making some changes with it, but we've also added some other things into our downline builders across our network, and we'll cover that in just a minute. I'll talk about the programs that we added. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that you log into each of these programs that you're a member of in the network and update your downline builder details to either join these programs and plug in your IDs, or if you're already a member, you just plug in your IDs to them. And I would tell you that with most of these that we're going to cover in a minute, if you do not plan on buying a position, there's no free rides with the three main ones I'm going to be talking about. So if you do plan to purchase a position for yourself and get yourself in a state where you can continue to earn additional residual income from these different platforms, then go ahead and join it. Otherwise, just leave it alone. Your sponsors link will get shown, and you want to make sure that you're only in here and you're only referring people if you want to earn with these platforms. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in. I'm going to switch over to my desktop. What you're looking at first is the new look and feel for CryptoTeamBuild.com. So as you can see here, the image is a little bit too big. I'm going to shrink it up just a little bit to kind of make it line up with this text over here. But we have tried to simplify the look and feel, make it easy for people to join and find our platform and understand what they get when they get here. And we put the real-time payment stats that come from our Telegram group, so you can see that over here where that's scrolling through there in real time. And we talk a little bit about how the platform works. We use some illustrations and diagrams, and we talk about some of the features. But we place the join button in various places where it's easy for people to get to and join. One of the things we're also working on right now is integrating a brand new support system where it's actually all AI based. So we have AI chatbots on the back end that we're continuously training, so that they learn about our entire network, questions you have about our network. So if you wanted to participate on any of these sites, you'd be able to ask a question of the AI assistant. So let me give you an example here. How does CryptoTeamBuild.com work? If you ask the question, the AI assistant is beginning to compile its knowledge base and ability to earn and other things are in here, and it's starting to build this up. Now, for example, like our new profit stacker matrix we recently added, we can put like, what is the profit stacker? Okay, and as we begin to train this and we help it learn from all this knowledge, then now it can give you intelligent answers back. And our plan is to have this integrated across our entire network. So whatever site that you're on in our network, it's a common repository and knowledge base that you could get to learn about these things. If you want to open a support ticket, you literally just start a conversation here, put your details in, and you can send us a support ticket through the same system. So like I said, we're going to be replacing the old links. How can you help me, as an example? What's going to happen is when you're in here, it's going to ask you to put your information in, put this in, and when you submit this, a support ticket comes to us. We'll be able to respond back. You'll get the answers back in email, but it's all within a single unified location. And the other thing we're going to be doing is building out the knowledge base, so you can see that there's a help center that's going to be a knowledge base full of articles and related information to help you learn about how to navigate our network, how to do things in it. There'll be videos in there. As we build this out and train it, the AI engine will also learn from those knowledge base articles. So it's going to be a really smooth experience for you. Right now, we just got a placeholder one in here But you'll be able to navigate this and search it either through the chat or through the actual common interface that's going to be where all these articles are. Okay, so that's enough said about that one. So let me go ahead and close this up. What we're going to talk about now are the platforms we have added to our downline builders inside of our network. So just so you know, a downline builder, if you're not familiar with it, it's a piece of technology in these platforms where you can join your sponsor's link that gets shown if they have their link plugged in. Otherwise, the company link will be displayed. You join the program, you take your affiliate ID or whatever instructions it tells you that it's looking for, you plug that into there, and then anybody that you refer is going to see your links when they go to join it. So it's a great way for you to expand your network and turn one referral into multiple referrals by them joining you through these various programs. And it's a free way to get you advertising and promotional information. In the case of Ad Rev Split and our VIP platform and Crypto Team Build, they all have autoresponders built in where the system autoresponder will send out emails on your behalf. And those emails will attempt to promote each of these programs maybe 3 or 4 times each. And if you've plugged your ID in there, it's going to automatically show your ID to your opt-in subscriber leads that you brought in through our lead capture pages. And when they get those emails, if they click on that link, well, you've got a really good chance of somebody joining through you. Otherwise, your sponsor's link is going to be shown. Okay? So the very first one on the list is one of Jim Watt's new platforms. It's part of his Ads Earn network of websites. His is called Ads Earn XRP. And it's a very simple instant payment platform where your payments get distributed to multiple people. Okay, so it's as you build your team, it's all team force, but as you build your team, we'll go ahead and look at this. As people make their payments of 20 XRP, those payments get distributed to multiple people in the upline. Okay, and then any spots that aren't filled go to the admin payments until there's enough people 7 levels deep that it's going to send those payments out instantly. And the way that's going to work, it's going to land in your wallet internally on the platform, and once per day when the commission run happens, then your XRP or Ripple wallet that you specified when you created your account, you'll automatically get a payment sent to that wallet. You don't have to go request a withdrawal or anything like that. It'll automatically get sent to you. It's a really good platform. We're actually building a platform based on the same payment mechanism to do the instant payment thing, but it's there's more on that to come. But the way Jim's laid this one out, he's put some training videos and other really helpful resources in here to show you how to work with the system and make it happen. Now, you do get a pretty good amount of banner credits when you upgrade inside the platform. Again, it's just a one-time 20 XRP payment to get started here, and then it's got promotional tools, so you've got banners, all the other refinements, solo ads, things you would expect to see that you could go off and promote your link. And you can see where I've got 13 referrals right now. I've earned 38 XRP by referring those people who also upgraded their positions. And then, of course, you could go submit your banner ads here. This is how you get your credits applied. And where is it? There's a Facebook location that can help you out if you got additional questions. It's a very simple platform. I would recommend, if you got 20 XRP to spend and get it going, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and jump in there and plug in your IDs and our downline builders, and we'll help you. We'll help you do the promotion as well to try and get people signed up under you. Okay. So moving on to the next one, I actually went on the advice of Frank Hester on this one. This is LTC Auto Mining. They've been around for a little bit. It's I do put this in the high risk category, so I would say that only put in to this platform what you could afford to lose. Put risk capital only in it. I'm not an investor. It's not financial advice, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing with it. I'm going to show you. In each person's level of risk that they want to tolerate in here, this thing could be gone tomorrow. Okay, but so far it's been going for quite some time, and it seems to be paying just like it should. I've tested withdrawals. we will actually test the withdrawal live while we're doing this, so you can see it happen. But the way this one works is you're actually getting mining contracts with these different ones that pay you, or they actually generate based on gigahashes per second. So the more that you put into it, the higher the return, and the more per second that it's doing to generate that. Is it actually mining behind the scenes? I doubt it, honestly. I've done enough mining in my day for crypto to, I don't know. It's questionable. But I do put it into a high risk category, but it so far it's been doing well. It's got a nice referral program, and it's very simple to use. So we're going to actually log in over here to my account. And let's put the CAPTCHA in. Okay. So what you can see from the overview right now, I've got some live mining going on. I'm with all of my miners. You can have more than one, and we'll talk about those in a moment. But all of the ones that are active are generating about 6,100 gigahashes per second. Okay, I've taken out $18.79 in profits, so I'm trying to get some of my initial capital back. The way I go into these is the very first thing I try and do is get my initial investment back and just work with house money, work with profits out of it. Now, right now, it's accumulated another $12 or so in the balance, and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that on a withdrawal. So, you can choose to speed up your Litecoin mining, okay? And even though they say it's Litecoin mining, you can actually do other cryptos, okay? So there's all the different ones. When you create your account, you go ahead and put your wallet addresses in for all those, and whatever money you put in, if you're going to take money out after that miner is completed or you generated some profits, you can only take that out in the method that you put it in. So if I put it in as Litecoin, I have to take it out as Litecoin. Now, the money that you've accumulated, the funds you've accumulated from all your mining, if you wanted to purchase a new miner, for example, which we're going to do, we're going to buy a $10 miner today, and then we're going to take out the difference. I could say deposit from internal, and it really doesn't matter whether it was Litecoin, Tron, or whatever. You can choose that balance that's available to you, and then you could go select that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go grab another a $10 10-day contract. Okay, so I've got this selected right here, and I've got enough sitting in my internal balance that I'm going to buy the $10 contract. So I'm going to click on spin. It's going to tell me it's going to generate 1,000 gigahashes per second. I'm going to get $1 back, so I'll get my initial principal back plus I'll get $1. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click process. Now I have increased by another 1,000 how many gigahashes per second that I'm doing over here. Now I've got $2 and change waiting that I could do something with. I'm actually going to withdraw that straight to my Litecoin wallet. And what's neat about this is they don't charge you any fees, and it only takes about 30 seconds or so to get to your wallet. So we're going to come over to withdrawal funds, and notice it'll show you the balances that are available. Here's like a little Bitcoin Cash bonus I got here recently for something. The Litecoin amount is $2.08 that's available to me. So I'm going to go request $2.08. You can put a comment in for the blockchain if you want, but I'm just going to put request. Oh, sorry, you got to have $3 to do it. I'm not going to worry with it. But if I had at least $3 to do the withdrawal, it would go process that and send it to this Litecoin address that's on file. And then that'll be over there in just a few seconds, and it's done. So the same thing can be done with Tron or BNB or any of these. You can go look at your miners by clicking on your miners. And I've not gotten crazy with it. I'll probably put some more into it now that it seems to be doing what it's supposed to. I may put a few more. I'm thinking about putting about 300 in it so I can get up to that next tier. The the Tesla contract. Let's see. Yeah, the Tesla contract. It's a major bump. So if you jump over here to like $300 is the entry point for it. It's a 30-day contract, but it's 30,000 gigahashes per second, and it returns. If I did $300, it's going to return $16.50 on this every single day. Okay, so that $16.50 gets me enough to buy more contracts, take out profits, and really start accumulating that in a hurry and compounding it. Now, kind of the strategy that I'm headed toward with this is, like in Frank's case, he went ahead and did the $500 Tesla contract. Well, he's earning enough per day between his miners and the other stuff he's doing. He's going back in and buying 30-day miners, the $30 ones, over and over and over. He's getting one every day. That's kind of where I'm leaning toward with this when I build up to that point where I've got these compounding and building for me every day, so the momentum picks up. And then what I do is just I'll take a withdrawal of the difference in profits and let the rest keep going back into it. Okay, so that's, but again, it's only what I'm willing to put into it, and I'm willing to lose. Okay, if I come out on the other end of this and I'm profitable, great. Then all I'm doing is working with profits and house money on this. But I'll let you guys decide what you want to do with it. It's very simple to work with. Let me go back to the miners section for just a minute. You can see each of the plans, so I can see my the 10-day ones that I've got. Like, here's the 10-day one I just bought. Okay, so in 9 days and 23 hours, it'll be completed. Now, if I come over here and I look at the other ones, you can see over here I've got another 30-day contract and another 30-day contract. That those are both in Litecoin, and those are both working for me. Okay. And so far, they've earned about 25, 65 in profit on those 30-day contracts. And then, of course, if you've got bigger investments that go way on up here, the higher the risk, the higher the payout. But you can choose what you want to do with those. But like 4.5% daily is what these 30-day ones pay out, which is really good. That's a high percentage. So to me, it's worth it to keep putting that in there and just ride it out and see where it gets to. So that's enough said about this one. There's promotional tools over there. Yeah, you can generate referrals. So I've got referrals in my network. I can see all the people that are in there and what I've earned. So I've not earned a lot, but if any of those referrals make purchases and buy mining contracts for themselves, then you'll earn from those referrals. And like I said, the promotional tools, they got different size banners that you could choose from. And then you could go take those and promote them elsewhere. Get your affiliate link, okay? Go ahead and grab your affiliate link that you see here. What you're going to do is once you've invested in this, you purchased it, and you're planning on making this work for yourself, then what you do is you go plug that into these downline builders in our network, and then we'll do a lot of that promotion for you on autopilot. Now, moving on to Tron Towers. So this is Marcus Miller's latest platform, TRX Towers. It's using a form of an instant payment script that pays on a, I believe it's a 3x10 matrix, and it pays out each time someone gets paid. As your network grows and you build up on each of these towers, the upgraded levels are towers. So you start at Tower 1 for 110 Tron, basically, I don't know, maybe $15 to $17, somewhere in that range is what it would end up being. You get your first tower. I would say go ahead and get however many that you can afford up to your level of risk on these, but it's a very low risk platform. It's just a matter of growth. I mean, it's there's no free rides on this one either, so you don't really want to refer people unless they're going to purchase upgraded spots in it. And you can see that it goes all the way up to Tower 5, but the income potential with it is enormous. I see a lot of growth. I see this one continuing to go. I started out, let me go ahead and show you. This does not mean these results are typical for everyone, okay? So I've got all 5 towers. I started out with all 5 towers. I got myself positioned, and I got positioned at the very beginning. Now my referrals, I'm not going to show you all the email addresses. I don't want to do that. But my referrals, my network, I focused on getting 3 people first. And I made sure those 3 people I approached before they ever came in here, that they were planning on purchasing upgraded levels for themselves as well, and showing others how to do the same thing. So if you'll take that kind of that power of 3, and you teach 3 to do that with 3, and them do that with 3, and so forth, you start to build your network. And what it turns into is a very lucrative system where right now I'm at about a little over the midway point on my return on investment. So I go into any of these projects like these with about a 90-day plan to get what I got into it back, and I'm more than halfway on that. So, and that's in less than 30 days. I mean, what are we, 2 weeks into this, something like that. So I'm already beyond that, but I made sure that I went after strong players, people that are truly interested in making this work and earning for themselves. And you can see the matrix bonuses you earn or as you go through each of these, and those levels expand and those people get stuff. And I'm going to show you the payments here in just a moment. But then referral bonuses that you earn for people that are directly under you, it's an additional bonus you're going to get when they make their purchase if you're directly sponsoring them. So if I come look at my towers, you can see how my network started to expand. I'm already down into my 6th level deep. Okay, so it goes 10 levels, and the way to look at this, okay, you've got people over here at the beginning that start out that land under you and your team. And then when they get theirs and they get theirs and they get theirs, you can kind of see where the players start to generate their network and their payments. And now all of a sudden you can see people that have downlines. You can see how these payments are starting to come up. I see probably 75% of the ones I'm looking at right now, I know every single one of them personally. Okay, so I know they're out working it and they're making it work, and you can see how much I've earned on each one. So even if all you can do is the tower one, if that's all you can do, get yourself positioned and build that network. But don't just go scattershot advertise it everywhere and generate a bunch of crap leads that are just going to clog up the system and not do anything for you. I did start doing mass advertising once I had people in place, so other people get paid. And then, I really don't care beyond that point. Once I've built a strong foundation that's a few levels deep of threes and threes and threes, once those people are all positioned, then it's off to the races. So, and you can see I have earned. You got a few people over here that have upgraded down in Tower 4 and 5 over here. So I'm into the 2nd level over here. But look how much is generated over here just off of the Tower 5 alone. And just these 3 people over here, that's 480 Tron. So if we went and converted that, let's just do the math. 480 TRX to US dollars. Comes out to be about $60 just off of that, just off of those commissions. And that can continue to grow every time somebody comes in and they keep piling on. Let me show you what's going to happen. I'm going to show you the Telegram group where the payments are now shown. And I'm just going to give you some examples. So you can see these are members getting paid 10 Tron, 10 Tron, 10 Tron. Here I am, okay? And these are all people in my network. So we're all piling up. There's Frank, there's Edwin, there's Eston, Ellie Murphy, all these folks. Everybody's getting paid because they're bringing their network in and they're bringing their network in and they're upgrading. And even if they were just upgrading to the first tower, these payments start distributing and it gets deeper and wider as it goes, and then these messages just keep going. So you can see I've got this built, I've got the foundation built, and it just keeps happening. Okay, so over and over and over. And then what happens is the mass payment will happen. The mass payment will happen once per day at least, and then when Marcus does his commission run, just like Jim Watts with Ads Earn XRP, once per day, my Tron wallet address that's on file, I start getting all these instant payments sent over to me. And it's a pretty impressive thing to see. And it's all on autopilot. Once you build that foundation, you build it strong, and you teach other people how to do the same thing, that's all there is to it. I'll let you study the pay plan. You can go through all the other information with it. You get ready to activate your towers. Of course, all mine are activated, but you'll see a little green activate button over here. What I recommend you do is, if you are, let's say you're going to get positioned for the first 3, as an example. Well, you total up however much that is for these. You deposit the funds. When you go to deposit the funds, you put in that amount that you're putting in, pay with crypto, and then it'll show you the various cryptocurrency types that you can pay with to get put in there. And there's a 5% deposit fee to cover any of the admin charges. Withdrawals, nothing you got to do to withdraw because it gets sent to you automatically. But promotional center, you'll see, You'll see some banners. You'll see a splash page you can use. A really good email ad that helps you invite people to your team, because you want to make it more of an invitation only type thing to people that are interested. If they're not interested, do not place them in there. If you are just starting out and you got no referrals, do not put free-loading, tire-kicking plate lickers in your first tier of stuff, because if you do, it's useless. You're messing that up. You only want paid members in there that are also going to go off and do the same thing. Now, there's a downline builder to some of his other platforms built in here. You can put your own programs in here for others to see, and then you get some banner and text ads as well. So what I would recommend is you go buy your towers, which are also, they're advertising positions. Get those positions, get your credits, place your ads, and everything else is automated. I do recommend you get in the Telegram group for it, so that's important. We do the same thing, because when we're in our Telegram group, and we're in it every day, we've got multiple groups, but as part of our network to keep it flourishing, that's what we do. That's how we communicate with you in real time. Let's see if there's anything else I need to cover at the moment. I think that's about it. So let's talk about the downline builders for a minute. I'm going to show you. Let's just go pick downlinehydra.com as an example. That's one of our downline builders. Let's log in. We'll log in as a user. Oh my gosh. Since I'm an admin, I'm never logging in as a user, but let me try this. Got it on the first try. Imagine that. All right. When you log into one of these downline builders in our network, you could come over here and update program info. And what you're going to see categories over here, okay? And what we're going to take you over to, let's see, earning and traffic. We're going to get all the way down to the bottom down here. Here's Tron Towers. You need to go plug in information. Of course, because I'm at the top, the company account is the one that's defaulted there, but I'm going to go ahead and plug it in just as if I'm a user doing this. And I'm plugging that in on each of these. And what's going to happen is anybody that I've referred is going to see this. Oh, we got to talk about Tangled Social. Sorry about that. So we're going to go ahead and do the same over here. Let me save these, and I want to show you what that looks like. So now that I've updated that, my IDs are now plugged in, and anybody I've referred, when they get ready to join, they're going to see my ID when they go click the link right here to join it. Okay, so Tangled Social, it's been around. It looks like it's been around for about 3 years. And what Tangled Social is, it's a crypto-based, a Web3 ecosystem where members get rewarded for reacting to other content, and it works off of what's called the MLX token, the MLX token. And you can actually swap that token out for Bitcoin on their exchange, and you can see your wallet, you can see all your transactions. So if I wanted to go look at all my transactions in my account, everything's done on the blockchain, okay? So when you go create a post, you go upload an image, you share content out, or you put it on one of the other sites in their network, then everything is a transaction, and you get paid in MLX tokens. So you get paid to interact. Those people get paid if they interact back to you. So we're just going to do this in real time here. So if we come over and look at the notifications, you can see that an hour ago somebody subscribed to me. I could go look at this person's profile. I could see what they've got to do. Maybe I want to go tip them. Okay, maybe I've earned some MLX tokens and I want to tip them because of the quality content they got. Maybe I like this particular post. I can see that it's had one heart, which was actually me for this one. I wanted to help that guy out a little bit. But you can see some others, and he doesn't have a big following yet, but he's learning, and people, they're sharing things that are of interest to them. You can do the same thing. It is definitely marketer friendly, and I'll show you the main profile for the Crypto Team Bill account. But I want to come over here. This guy's earned 9,000 MLX so far for this one post. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to tip the guy. And I'm going to go tip him 5,000. Okay, it's going to come out of my wallet of Millix tokens that I have here. And then it's instant. And what happens is other people that use this Tangled browser, then what's going to happen is they help solve those transactions to confirm who's getting rewarded what. And that's how the ecosystem contributes back to itself. And then when I put posts out there, I'm not going to create one right now, but if you clicked on create post, you put your content for your post in here. You could choose to mention all of your subscribers, and it's going to tell you the cost in MLX tokens based on how many subscribers you have. You can bump it up. You can give it more exposure. You can use MLX tokens to promote the post, basically like a featured post. You can schedule it now, or you can do it in the future up to 72 hours. You could even charge a fee for people to unlock and see the content, kind of a paywall, if you will. And then, make comments visible immediately or later, but you can publish now or at a future date. But I could go attach an image, I can upload a video, I can put a link there, or I can put a YouTube video URL in there, okay? And then what will happen is if I'm using hashtags and I'm using other elements inside of here, it's going to increase the cost to make this post, but it's going to get me more visibility. So if somebody was up here and they wanted to search for something based on a hashtag, let me show you. Give me just a minute here. Show you some of these others that are in play here. We'll go look at what's new. So there's some content that's in place. Notice people are using various hashtags. Maybe I wanted to see other music videos, and I click on the hashtag. Then I get a feed of other posts that are using the same hashtag. So it's the whole taxonomy that you would see with anything else out there in other networks. But it's a really neat social network. It's rewarding people. Let me show you what our profile looks like. It's starting to build up. So here's a post that I did yesterday, advertising crypto team build. It's earned 42,000 Millix tokens. And if I go view it, here's what the post looks like. I've got a link. I've got some hashtags that are used. And this person over here gave me 1,000 Millix as a reaction. Okay, but let's go find one of the other posts. Some of the other ones have really done well. I did one recently that was a video. I created a video to give away. I want to show you. And you can see some of the content I'm putting in there. Don't just make it business. Don't spam crap out there that's nothing but promotional content to make money. Mix it up. Be funny. Be normal. Like here's some memes, and putting some stuff in there. That one earned 35,000 Millix tokens just for putting a funny meme out there. And all of those add up and show up in your account balance. And when you're ready, you can take a profit. You can cash it out. But it's a very rewarding ecosystem. This one earned 237,000. But I've got some. Where's this other one? I want to find that video. And then we'll end this update in just a moment here. There's one, 500,000. Okay, this one I created a promotional video for people to use for Tangled to give away. We give away a free marketing system. So I gave this teaser video people could use and download for themselves and use. And this one earned 6.3 million Millix tokens, okay, which is the equivalent to about $1.14 was made just by putting this post out here, okay, and that post is there permanently. It's on the blockchain. It's there forever. And these posts do get indexed, excuse me, they do get crawled by the search engines, and they have do follow links where they have some link juice and power. And you don't know which ones are going to go viral. You don't know which ones are going to do the best, but there's some really great comments and feedback from people and tips. And then inside the Tangle browser is your actual wallet, if you will, and configuration for tying you into the network. So I actually have some advertisements running as well. So I have a daily budget for these of about 200,000 Millix. And these links, I've put unique tracking links in here so I know that the only clicks that come from that link came from Tangled Social. So putting these in here, testing these out. If I want to go run a new ad, you could literally just go create a new ad, choose a category, put its URL in there, and choose how much you want to give to it daily and what you want to bid for placement. You see these ads that are showing here, these cycle out, okay? So my ads will show just like everyone else's ads. And if you go look at payments, if you leave the Tangle browser running, look, you get payments just for the ads being shown in your Tangle browser. These are all automatic. I could let this run 24/7 and earn Millix tokens for doing nothing, okay? So I encourage you to join this particular ecosystem. The link is in the downline builders as well. You'll see it over here. You get ready to join, you click here to join it, and each person gets their own subdomain. So notice this one says cryptoteambuild.tangle.com. So if I went over there and looked at it, this is where it goes to, okay? So everybody gets their own subdomain for their profile. You can put your images in there, just customize your profile any way you want. Okay, that's enough said. I've run longer than I wanted to on the updates. You guys get in there and update these in the various downline builders in our network. Get into Ad Rev Split, look through our downline builders there. Get into Crypto Team Build, get into any of those, and you'll find these entries scattered throughout. I'm not going to cover them all right here because you can find those on your own. But log into your accounts and start updating those and join these other networks and get yourself positioned, because as I start to write these autoresponder emails to start telling all these subscriber leads about it, if your links are there, you got a chance of getting action off of that. If you don't, you're going to miss out and your sponsor is going to get it. If your sponsor doesn't have his or hers in there, then I'm going to get it. Okay, so that's the way that works. You guys take care. I hope you have a great St. Patrick's Day. We're going to wrap it up, and I will talk to you soon.